welcome to a brand new episode of the Woolly Thistle Shopcast. We're so excited to be back, Maggie, aren't we?
We are.
We've been on our travels. We'll tell you all about it. But first, I just want to tell you who we are. We are the Woolly Thistle. We're an online and brick and mortar store. I like to say brick and click, where you can get non-superwash woolly wools direct from us from all over the world, including the UK, Scandinavia, Europe, and some American breeds as well. So we love what we do, and we love going on a journey through our fingers while we knit, because you get all those different textures, and it really is a rabbit hole that's fun to fall down. And I've been doing it for years now. I haven't reached the bottom, so no. It's all good. But Maggie is our co-pilot here, and together we host this podcast. Last time we were all treated to a very special Shopcast, co-hosted by Seth B, our marketing coordinator, and Tina, our e-commerce coordinator, and several members of staff, and we just loved watching it. They did such a good job, and thank you for your comments. It's lovely to see them getting some, whoop whoop, because they work very, very hard, and it was great to see them in front of the camera, and I hope they do it again. I don't mind having a week off here or there.
No, I think it was really good, too, for all of you to get to know
some of the
other team members that make it happen here.
Yeah. So thank you to all of them for being game. I think Seth in inventory is a bona fide Shopcast star. Yeah. And we should see about bringing him back on to do some warehouse bit or something like that. If you'd like that, give us a thumbs up in the comments. Yeah. Tell Seth you want to see more of Seth. But or anybody else. It was really, really good. And it gave us the chance to be away in Shetland, which was pretty cool.
It was really cool. We had Ryan back this weekend too, and I think the most frequent question I was asked is, how was Shetland and did you love it?
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Yes, and yes. It was fabulous. Yes, it was a lot, and then bouncing on to Rhinebeck. We're just back from that last night or yesterday, and so I'm feeling a little discombobulated, but still high on yarn fumes for sure. Yes. Shetland was amazing. It was great to be there, and we'll tell you more about it as we go on. So this is back to a regular episode with me and thee here, but we do have guest segments from Ruth, who is talking about her fall-themed crochet, I believe. And we also have Rachel from Fair Isle. So we've got a great episode this time. As always, they're always good because there's so much good stuff to talk about. Do we have any housekeeping we want to mention? Yes, we do.
Yes.
I'll go ahead. So I always feel like I talk too much. I think I do. But anyway, we have housekeeping. We do not run ads. And for the couple of people who said to me at Rhinebeck this weekend, thanks for not having ads, you're welcome. Thank you for watching and telling your friends about us. We do this ad-free so that you're not bothered with silly ads for silly things. And we just ask that, you share the goodness with friends and other knitters, because that helps get the word out about the Woolly Thistle. So no ads on this channel at all. And what else? Pips for Thistlers. We have a loyalty program, which is really great, free to join. And basically, when you shop with us, you earn pips, which you can then spend on a purchase later on. And that is good. Sometimes we do double pips weekends and things like that. So you want to be signed up, and you want to be in your account when you make your purchase so that they automatically get logged, and you can save them up for something special, or you can just use them every time you shop. It doesn't matter. Send us your videos if you want to be on the Shopcast. We love hearing from customers and viewers and knitters who want to have a little bit of exposure on the Shopcast. We're happy to do that. You don't have to be a professional. You just come on, talk about your knitting or a yarn you love from the Woolly Thistle, whatever it is, and we will pop you right in. And you can get our application form on the website under the Connect button in the menu. So please do that. We love having you on. Yeah. And I think that's it for housekeeping, except maybe to announce Oh, is
Well,
there something
and
else?
be sure to check the show notes. If anything that we talk about, there'll be a link in the show notes below. I know many of you watch us on your TV, so if you watch us on your TV
Yes.
and you want to see what we talked about in a Shopcast episode, there is a page on the website that links to each Shopcast and has the items below there, so you can easily find those there if you're on your phone and wondering what we're talking about.
Yes.
There are links there.
Multiple tabs open.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think we should announce the winner. We give away 2 gift cards every episode if we remember, and we try really hard to remember. So this will be the first one, and we'll announce the winner later on too.
Our first winner today of a $25 gift card to the Woolly Thistle is at Helene K228. Helene said, it was great to meet the people who work in the shop and remotely.
Yeah.
Seth and Tina did a wonderful
Yes.
job and may have sold me some yarn. Awesome. The Woolly Thistle is in great hands. Thank you so much, Helene. Or Helen. If you can email us at info@thewoollythistle.com, put prize winner in all caps, and we will get you your $25 gift card.
Yeah, and if you'd like to be in the running for a $25 gift card next time, just leave us a comment down below. Give us the thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. That way you will have done everything to be eligible to win a prize, which is picked at random. And Helen, yes, they did a great job, and we are lucky to have them. So we do enjoy the team we have. And you didn't meet the whole team either. There's lots of people working behind the scenes, working really hard.
Let's not make it sound like we're ginormous. We're
not ginormous.
But there are quite a few part-time people,
Yes.
and not everybody
Yes.
is,
It's a patchwork.
wanted to be in the Shopcast.
Right, exactly. It's a patchwork of
Yeah.
of people cobbled together with a passion for yarn and woolly wool, and somehow it all works, so it's really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are back from Shetland.
Do you want to skip over what are you wearing?
Oh no, I just want to talk about Shetland, but no, let's talk about what we're wearing. What are you wearing?
Before we forget.
Yes.
I am wearing my cameo vest. This pattern is by Orlane Souche, and I wore mine today partly because Tina from Tuku Wool will be here visiting in the shop, and it only seemed right to be wearing my Tuku Wool.
Today being the day we're recording, not the day, so it will have been done by the time you see.
So I used Tuku DK for this.
Lovely.
I really, really like it.
Yes, it's a fairly new FO, isn't it?
Yeah, I did it for the vest cowl this year. Yeah,
really lovely.
So it's really, really nice. Very cozy, warm but not too warm.
We have here on Our Lady behind us the Samal cardigan, which some of you will have seen before. It's an old FO in as much as I knit the body back in 2017 while I was dragging my little kids around Scotland on summer holidays, and then Maggie, I gave it to you and you finished the sleeves because I never did get there. So so that is that, and that's in fingering weight Tuku, and I love knitting that.
Yeah, that is a Hohi Locatelli pattern.
Yeah, and I'm wearing the Big Sister, which is really the Vanilla's Big Sister, her full title. Very similar to the Vanilla sweater, but knitted at a larger gauge using Rama Fivel held double with a skein of Rama Plum. But actually this is my second one. The first one I did here, I love this one. It's in the Rama. I love it. But I just finished this one in time for Rhinebeck. It was blocking in my car on the way there. And this one I knitted in Harrisville Highland, held double with Rama Plum. And I love this one too. So feeling very snuggly. It's knit at 15 stitches per 4 inches, which is quite a lot less than the Vanilla.
Yeah.
We still love the Vanilla, but Vanilla's Big Sister, maybe if you're a brand new knitter and it's a little intimidating to knit at fingering weight, this is probably a really good starter for you. It's also a really nice palette cleanser. You know, as an experienced knitter, I did knit these pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So, and I'd be happy to knit a third one. They're quite addictive. But I cast on something else which I forgot to bring. So I'm launching into what I'm knitting on now, I think.
Okay.
So right now...
I won't stop you, off you go.
Yes, off I go. But I forgot to bring my knitting, so I'm not going to show you, but I did cast on a new sweater yesterday or last night when I got home. I splurged in Shetland when we went to visit Donna Smith's lovely studio on Burra, and I got a sweater's worth of her dark brown Shetland DK, and I cast that on last night, and I needed to turn up all the lights because it was very dark, and I needed to see what I was doing. But I have cast on her Peary Leaves, which was in the 2020 unbelievably,
Yeah.
so long ago now, the 2020 Shetland Wool Week. I'm casting that on because that was a design that she had in there, and
Yeah.
I've always liked it.
We can put a photo of it here so you can see what it looks like.
It's a little bit
beautiful.
lacy on the front, stockinette back, and sleeves.
Yeah.
So it'll be a quick knit. I'm already into the lace and I'm loving it. But also that pattern is written for Jameson's DK as well, which of course we stock. And that will give you, it says in the pattern, that will give you a slightly lighter drapier version than her very robust Shetland DK. So anyway, that's what I'm knitting on right now. And socks, but that's, you know, they're just hanging out being knit. So what are you knitting on?
Before, I just don't want to forget, because I know us and I will forget. So since we've told you what's on 2 of these lovely ladies, this third one here is a gorgeous design, currently exclusive here in the shop.
Yes!
Designed by Marie Wallen.
For us.
In her British Breeds Aran yarn.
Yes. It's gorgeous.
It is Whitby.
The Whitby sweater.
The Whitby sweater. It is currently back in stock.
Yes, it's here right now.
It won't last long.
No. And it's knit in this beautiful icy blue with a gorgeous yoke.
Yeah, I
again,
think this is the Eau de Nil color.
Yeah, and a thicker gauge again, so a quick knit for those of you who can zoom. Or if you're new to color work but you want to knit a sweater, this would be a great one. Yeah. Only 2 colors at a time in any of these places. Nothing complicated. It just always looks so much more.
Yeah. Although I think this one looks like a very easy sort of compared to some of hers, which look very complex and lots of colors.
All over.
This one is, I believe, we have it on the pattern product page, but I think it is knit bottom up, and then you join the sleeves, and then that saves the fun bit for the end.
Which I like.
I do like.
My Peary Leaves is bottom up, and I'm just like, I love this because I'm just going round and round, and I actually want to think about what I'm going to do on the top. We'll see. I have thoughts, which I'll share later, not today.
You're funny.
I'm hilarious to myself.
So do we want to talk about what we're knitting?
Yeah,
or
because
should we talk about Shetland?
No, talk about what you're knitting, because that's the people want to know, right? We have so much to talk about. Settle in, folks.
Because that's later. Because we went to Shetland. I did not pack my colorwork sweater for Shetland. I did not. I tried very carefully to bring projects that I would actually be able to knit on, and I know me, and I would not be able to knit a colorwork sweater in transit.
I brought stuff and knowing that too about myself, but I still brought it for the safety net of having my knitting with me. But look at this! Oh my gosh.
The body of my Bladjaka is done. So at this point, I have bound off some stitches under the arms.
Ready for sleeves?
And so there you go. You can hold that. And sleeve number 1 is in progress, because that's okay. I mean, I don't mind, but sleeve number 1 is in progress.
Yes.
I have
very potato chippy, huh?
It is very potato chippy. I'm using my shorties on these. I love my shorties. If you haven't heard me gush about my shorties before, they are making Sleeve Island a very happy place to be.
Oh, good.
What I like too is the tips on these. You have an option of the 2 to 3 inch tips, so I'm up to the 3 inch tips now. But when I first cast on, it was a little fiddly. I've heard people say that the needles are tiny, but they're actually not that bad. But then as it grows, you can switch
to longer
and go up to the longer. So, and I always kind of switch one out to the longer first, and then knit a little more, and then switch to the other. So.
Yeah, and I'm a magic looper, but magic loop can feel tedious, so maybe I need to give these a try.
I think too, what I like about this is you don't have to worry about over that join or moving a cord, or you just don't. And I feel like the 3 inch, it just feels like a comfortable. You
are a convert.
I do have my hands aren't very big, but I think even if you have bigger hands, we do also sell shorty twist in single sizes as a little set. So if you wanted to try it before committing to the full set, I just committed to the full set and jumped right in. But so sleeves are on their way. So finally getting attention now that
gorgeous
travel is done and we're back home. And
does it feel good to be getting back to it?
It does feel good to be getting back to it. I really want the finished sweater.
I just wanted to say, when I handed that away to you, I was like, because it feels so good.
It does. So I'm using the pattern calls for Rama Stricka yarn, but the lighter color is Jameson's DK because I had some in stash, so I'm pairing it with the Rama
Stricka yarn, which is a 3-ply.
Yeah, so it's a 3-ply. I think they're both 3-plies. So they play really nicely together, but one is Norwegian wool and one is Shetland wool.
Well, you know, Shetland is closer to Norway than Scotland as it happens.
Yeah,
so.
they just...
And in your sweater.
I think you wouldn't know that they're two different things.
No,
It's working really well
It
together.
feels really squishy and lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I have some happy stitch stoppers.
Yeah, little stitch stoppers.
on
We got a new thing of stitch stoppers, and I'm sure we'll be showing you that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is that what you're knitting on right now?
That is what I'm knitting on.
FOs?
I have a second sock. So I have a first sock here. This is for my husband. So travel knitting. I knit him a hat, which I couldn't find this morning, and he is currently away on his own trip.
Yeah.
So he was not home for me to say, hey, where'd you put the hat? So I'll bring it next time to show you because I do love it. It was knit with Mondeem, and it's just really, really lovely. So I also took a pair of socks, travel knitting, and finished the first one. Started it while we were near the end of our trip, and practically finished it on the plane on the way home.
Yeah. You do this nice broken rib, which is really lovely.
Which is really similar to your lockside pattern that was available in the sock bag this year.
Yeah.
But
doing it with the West Yorkshire spinners is really nice.
Yeah. So this is one of the birds colorways. This is swallow.
Yeah. So if you're knitting, you know, if you got one of the butterfly packs or you've got any West Yorkshire spinner sock yarn, this is a great way to just mix it up a little bit.
And for me, I don't have to think about the pattern too much. And I think, like, you can see on the bottom, I don't do it on the bottom of the foot.
Right.
So, but it just kind of changes the pattern a little bit.
It's lovely.
It's
it adds to really well.
Yeah.
So
really nice.
So did you finish the second sock?
So the second sock, I'm working. No, I haven't finished the second sock yet. Otherwise, I'd have both. But
well, that's what I was wondering.
I'm about down. I'm just about
see.
down the leg
Okay.
and ready to turn the heel. So by next time, it'll be done.
Yeah, my other sock that I am knitting on a second sock too, but I'm just on the ankle and it's top down, so it's got a ways to go.
So that is all that is on my needles right now.
Okay. What did you knit in Shetland?
So in Shetland, I mostly knit the sock, and then I knit a hat, my husband's hat.
You did a good job getting stuff.
Yeah, the hat got done, and then I worked on the sock. So I picked a hat pattern.
Oh, that hat! Yes, now I'm remembering. It's lovely.
I cannot remember the name of it. We can put it here on the screen. I showed it the last episode you and I were in. I finished a hat for my son and my.
That was the green one.
Yeah, that was the green one.
But this second one is in Mondeem.
Yeah, and it just looks. I think too, seeing it in a non-variegated type yarn, you really see the pattern and it's really nice. So
lovely.
I'll see. I can always take a photo of it too, so we can put a photo here. But yeah, absolutely wonderful pattern, and it was because I had knit that pattern before too. I didn't have to think too much. I really packed knitting that I didn't have to think too much.
That was smart. I did not really get there.
Yeah.
I was going to knit a hat, a colorwork hat. I left it here at work. Didn't realize. So bad me.
Well, you realized, but like on the bus.
Yeah, we were gone.
too
late.
Yeah.
But yeah, I packed my lockside socks, which I worked on. Yeah, so that was about it. That's about all I got to knit on.
I think too, some of it's knowing, like some people, like Gudrun, we were out with Gudrun one day in Shetland and for a talk, and she had her color work and was happily working away on it. I'm not that person. I don't knit color work in public. Mostly because I can't. I would be messing it all up, or I would have to be constantly looking at the chart.
Yeah.
Unless it was like a really intuitive pattern, and although this one's not bad, I still have to look at the chart. So it wasn't a good choice for me.
That's fine.
So I think it's knowing what's a good choice for you.
That's fine. So I'm sure people want to know how Shetland was. That was probably our number one question at Rhinebeck. It was great to see you if we saw you at Rhinebeck. And it was great to see you in Shetland if we saw you there. I want to say a special shout out to Marge. You are a rock star. We loved you. You were just so go with the flow no matter what Shetland was throwing at us.
Marge and her whole crew.
Yes.
I remember Marge's name, especially Maggie. Marge.
I think there was Catherine and
Jean.
Jean
Pasley.
Oh, Jean. Hi, Jean.
It was funny. I think I spotted Jean at Rhinebeck, but way in the distance.
I didn't see her.
She was like way in the distance. I saw you on Saturday wearing your Fort Rose vest.
Oh,
really,
I would have
really
loved to see you, Jean. So we bonded with people right at the end of the trip as much as throughout because we were stuck there for 2 more nights due to weather. Actually, the weather had passed.
Yeah.
We should have been okay, but then some
cable,
anchor broke an undersea cable between Scotland and Shetland, and so there was no internet for the airport, and Maggie didn't understand why they wouldn't fly.
Because just take off till you get Wi-Fi, right? Like, just take off till you connect. But
Yeah.
apparently that's a terrible idea, and that's why I'm not a pilot.
Yes, and our flights were confirmed, so we showed up at the airport to Shetland Airport being the busiest place on all of Shetland, with people who were trying to find other ways off the island, and the ferry, I think, had either been cancelled or was already booked up. I think both scenarios were happening. And we couldn't get on another flight for 2 more days.
I don't want to deter people from going.
No, I had a great time.
I mean, I think that going to an island like this, the inclement weather, things happen. But really, everybody at the airport, there was nobody having a fit. Like, everybody was really great. Marge and her crew were just chill, even though they'd been in line for hours.
Yes.
Marge,
we want to know, did you and your friends get your fleeces home okay? Because that was a bit, they were boxed up like suitcases.
Yeah, they had purchased fleeces at a fleece sale and packed them in boxes with like duct tape handle. It was just really
And actually, she was joking that was the least of their problems at that point, which I agree with. But I would love to know, did they make it home with you okay? Yeah. But great time. So anyway, that was a bit of a drama at the end. We actually had extra time anyway because we were going to be going to Edinburgh, but so that all kind of got spent up in Shetland, and we still got home roughly the same time as planned. But Shetland. So anyway, we arrived in Edinburgh on the overnight, and we walked a lot. I don't know how many steps we did. We
walked all around. So we when we landed, it was about 7 a.m. in Edinburgh. So we dropped off luggage at the hotel and just it took a double-decker bus. That was super fun.
Yes.
So that was,
into the old town.
Really lovely.
We went to all the hot spots that you would go to. We went and saw Dolly. You saw pictures of us with Dolly.
Yep, we went to the museum.
Yeah, the museum, the Scottish National Museum. We went to Bobby's little, touch his nose, the little statue of Bobby. Yep. We went to Greyfriars Kirk, and we walked up and down the Mile, checked out the castle a little bit from outside, walked a lot of steps.
Yeah. We also spent some time inside, was it St. Giles?
Oh, St. Giles, that's right. That was lovely.
That was really, really lovely.
Right on the Royal Mile. We went down to Holyrood and walked, got in there and did the tour.
The Holyrood tour was really, really good.
Yeah. The weather was spectacular.
Yeah.
Dry and blue skies and
sunny.
60-ish. It was great walking weather.
It really was.
Yeah.
It was really, and that was just day one. Like, so we really walked around. I don't think we got back to the hotel. We were thinking that we would get back around like 2 or 3. That we were just trying to keep busy long enough to tire ourselves out.
To be able to check in.
But we really didn't get back there, I think, till like 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Picked up some food, brought it back to our rooms.
Yeah. And then flaked out because we were jet lagged. Yeah. And then we got up really early the next morning. We were at the airport. We stayed at an airport hotel. Yeah. And got our flight up to Shetland. I was curious to see what kind of airplane it would be. It was a prop, but it was a big one. It probably had 25, 30 rows of 4 seats, so it's a big plane.
Yeah. I wasn't sure what to expect. Like, in January, we flew down to New York.
From West Lebanon.
Yes, although we connected in Boston. But the plane out of here was small. Yeah. Like a 8-seater.
Yeah, like one prop on the front.
And so I just wasn't sure. I'm like, well, it's Shetland, small island. No, the plane was much bigger than that. It was quite a comfortable plane.
Yeah. It had beautiful headrest covers made out of Harris tweed. Yeah. All our Harris tweed colors were on the headrests.
Yeah, it was really, really nice.
Yeah.
And there were some knitters on the plane. And it was
yes, we started to say hello to people because people were going to Shetland, obviously, for Shetland Wool Week. And that was about an hour, I think. And then we landed in Sunborough. And then we picked up our car. They didn't ask me if I wanted a standard or a automatic. You get a standard. And we got the tiniest little cute little Kia. I can't remember what it was called. It was really cute and it was really good. We ended up calling her Chatty Cathy because she would not shut up. She was pinging me as to speed limits and hurry up and go faster and go slower, change gears, the whole thing. I can drive a stick shift, so I was getting annoyed with her telling me when to change gears, but actually she was great. And she had me in 5th gear going up hills, which I didn't think you could do, but Apparently you can. So things have changed and gotten better. But yeah, the roads in Shetland, if you're ever going to go over and are thinking about driving, a lot of them are single tracks. So whether you drive on the left or the right, it doesn't really matter. You just got to know where to go, which is to your left.
Yeah, exactly. It does kind of matter.
It does
You
matter.
need to know in a passing zone that you're to go to the left.
Yeah, always,
right.
think left, but it's a lot of single track outside of Lerwick anyway. And Lerwick is just small. It's not a big town. It's very small.
No, like I said, the city, but it was,
No.
it was a pretty small city, but it is really lovely.
It's lovely, yeah. And we walked around. We got there on Sunday, so we walked around. The shops were closed except for the local yarn store there, which is called Loose Ends. So hello, ladies. I met lovely. Now I'm forgetting her name, but she's from Midwinter Yarns. I think she lives up in Shetland now, so I got to say hello to her.
I didn't bring any of the. We did get some photos of what we bought that day, even just at Loose Ends. Because there was some shopping right out the gate on that Sunday. Although we heard tales at the end of the trip of people going home with massive suitcases full of yarn. I had one lady, I don't remember, I spoke to you this weekend and it was a really fantastic idea. She said she usually travels when she's going someplace where she knows she's going to make purchases. She'll put her smaller suitcase inside her bigger suitcase and then pack them that way.
Oh, wow.
Genius. That never occurred to me. I'd be the dummy there with 2 suitcases, one of them empty. But anyway, so if you plan on going to Shetland, there's a tip for you, not from me. But
yeah, apparently by the end of the trip, Shetland was out of stock of any suitcases because people were buying them to bring home their extra purchases.
So we didn't buy that much yarn, but
no, because we have yarn.
Right.
But we did buy some. And Loose Ends was a lovely yarn store. It was really open. We also went for dinner that night at
the Dowry.
The Dowry, which was fantastic. It was really good food. We had fish and chips.
We had fish and chips.
It was delicious.
So good.
It was really good. And
we also did the pilgrimage to get your photo in front of Jimmy Perez's house.
Yeah.
For those of you who have watched the Shetland TV series.
Yes.
We found Jimmy's house.
Yes, and lo and behold, it was such a nice day, at least 60 degrees, that 3 men were swimming in the water at Jimmy Perez's. So some of my photos have them in it and some I'm trying to just get the house. But we saw them get out later and they were red as lobsters. So it was not warm in there.
No. And somebody did, I think Renee asked if we went swimming. We did not go swimming.
No.
I'm not a cold
If I was
swimmer.
with you, Renee, though, I think if you did it, I would do it.
I would watch you.
And that would have been down at St. Ninian's, which we did on our last day on the way to the airport. Still blissfully ignorant of the situation to shortly declare itself. But St. Ninian's is where the 2 beaches, or 1 beach and 2 sort of wave.
I think that is
shorelines?
The beach, 2 shorelines.
2 shorelines. Amazing. Just amazing. Gorgeous. And you love the cows.
Yeah, so I told my husband he would get me to the beach much more often if it was like in Shetland where you had not just the beach but some cows up on the...
I mean, I'm sure it's a World Heritage something or should be a site of amazing natural beauty. And she preferred the cows.
Also beautiful natural beauty. They were really cute.
They are, that's right.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite photos from Shetland is me goofy grinning and got the cows in the background.
The cows, yes.
They were so cute.
But Maggie, sheep everywhere, right?
Sheep absolutely everywhere. We did not stay in Lerwick. We had an Airbnb that was out in Waz.
So that was sort of northwest, halfway up.
The nice thing about that was it really forced us to kind of get out and allowed us to really see a bit more of the island than if we'd stayed in Lerwick. I think it would have been a different trip staying in Lerwick, which would have still been absolutely wonderful.
Yes.
So I think if you're not comfortable driving or not with someone
you
who's
can have a
comfortable
great time staying in Lerwick.
Absolutely.
But I would say too that the southern part of the island is greener and more rolling than the northern part, which gets more barren, more rugged. So there's differences even on the island itself. Right. So we were staying in Waz, which is northwest. There was a little post office. There was also a convenience store. Mm-hmm. There was a bus shelter. There was a church, and I think that was it. A few houses, and that was the the hamlet of Waz,
Yeah.
spelled Walls. And we loved it there. We had a lovely little Airbnb that was attached to the owner's house. So it was like this little stone little house. And it was great, wasn't it?
It was great. It was really cozy. It was the perfect size for 2 people. We could probably have even like fit, you know, if partners or spouses or anybody, if you were traveling, it would be very comfortable.
It was very cozy.
Cute little kitchen.
Yes, and the owners were delightful, very generous, you know, a little care package for us when we got there. Lots of good chocolate and sweets and stuff, which is what I love. But yeah, that was great. So we stayed there, we had the car, and we were lucky enough to get into some classes.
So we took 3 classes. The first one we took was with Terry Laura, who was
she was lovely.
Yeah,
she taught us color.
It was effective color work. She is the granddaughter of Wilma Malcolmson, and in her own right, an amazing knitter.
Yes. Once a patron of Shetland Wool Week. I was wearing her
So Wilma was once a patron of...
Yes.
Yes, just a...
Yes, and I was wearing her seaweed slipover.
Yeah.
Because in honor of her grandma.
Yeah.
And so, see, I didn't bring any of this.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
So
I'm just back from Rhinebeck and I couldn't get my act together, I guess.
It's okay.
But this is good.
I had thrown everything in last week and put it in so that I could just grab it for recording.
Well, fine.
So Terry Laura, it was a really fabulous and interesting class, and she talked all about color selection. She brought a bunch of yarn to have students do it. It was really good. She does, I think she also teaches classes online. So if any of this sounds interesting, I'm sure if you Google Terry Laura, and we can put it in the show notes, she was really, really wonderful, and her class was really helpful.
Yep.
She has you, she brings cardboard and yarn and has you pick colors and then put together these little swatches, which we can get some photos of. I know we had some close-up photos that had mine and yours. Yeah. That's the first one that I did, and I didn't love how the brown looked with the other. It didn't give you enough. So she made the suggestion of switching, because looking at this, which I loved how they looked in the balls. Yeah. But I didn't love this. It didn't pop in any way. That made me happy. It would be interesting to knit a swatch in this. Yes. And then I switched out. She suggested switching out the brown.
Yes, and so look at the difference. Yeah, and everything else is the same? Everything else is the same.
Yeah. So.
Wow, it does make a difference, doesn't it?
It really does. So it's the same colors, and it would be fun. She does recommend swatching, and she said, I know hand knitters, she often knits with a machine, and she said hand knitters don't seem to love swatching, but they do recommend, she did recommend swatching. So it would be interesting to swatch these.
So I have wrapped yarn before, like the under layer of that, but actually it was really interesting to put the crisscrosses on top, because those are your pops of color or your contrasting color, and it does give you a good idea of what it might look like together.
Right, and she did specify like to do the X as opposed to just wrapping more.
Yeah.
Because that gives you an idea of what will happen.
Front and back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So really interesting, excellent class. Left me thinking lots of things. It was interesting too. She had us sort of look at knitted samples and try to pick from color cards which colors certain ones were.
And your eyes play tricks on you.
Your eyes really play. And the way that yarns look and work next to each other, some colors will pull out other colors in yarn. So it was just really fascinating.
It's relative to its neighbors, and it changes. So
so excellent.
All colors
class.
Are chameleons, pretty much.
That was our first class, and it was in Lerwick. So kind of around everything. I think we also went to the hub that day.
Oh, that was fun, seeing who was in the hub. That was at the Shetland Museum.
Yeah, so met a few people.
Yeah. I met Elizabeth Johnston there, who I'd interviewed a long time ago for the HAP exploration videos, and it was great to meet her, and she was lovely.
So Monday and Tuesday we didn't have any classes, so we tootled around and went, and we did have talks in the evening, so it was nice. It gave us a slow roll in the morning, and then we were in Lerwick in the evening. We saw the Shetland Ways talk, which I think was on Tuesday, and then Monday night, sorry to work backwards. Monday night we saw the guild members.
Yes, because the guild is the patron this year, so they had members up there.
Yeah, so that was really interesting. Both of those talks were really wonderful. If you go, definitely try to attend those. They were really good.
And the first night would have been the opening ceremony, which we were too late to get tickets to because this was all quite last minute for us.
Right, yeah. By the time we decided to go, the membership with opening night
was sold
out.
But we sat at home and watched it on our TV because they live streamed it, and we had our knitting, and it was fantastic. We were all toasty and curled up in our home, and so we enjoyed that. Although it would be better to be in person, but the live stream was fantastic.
Right.
Felt like we were there. So so we did all of that, and then our second class was up on Yell, which we had to get up really early because we were going to have to get a ferry from the mainland Shetland to Yell. And we thought that was going to take an hour and that we would have an hour's drive to get to the ferry. So we passed cake fridges on the way.
Yeah.
So cake fridge, amazing, really fun. I'm surprised we didn't eat more cake than we did.
I know. Yeah.
We obviously weren't making a strong enough effort.
We had a very restrained amount of cake.
Yeah, but we enjoyed the cake we had. So we drove up to Toft.
Yep.
And we got the ferry from Toft, which was a car ferry. So we pulled on. The sights were really high. You know, we waited for the ferry to sort of take off. We could feel it moving. And I remember thinking, why isn't anybody getting out of their car? We're going to be here for an hour.
We're looking at the clouds and we're like, are we moving?
Yeah, we didn't know. We thought we were waiting to move.
I actually pulled up my phone and Google Map. You know how like Google Maps will show you where you are, and I'm like, we're definitely moving because we're actually there in like 2 minutes.
Exactly, like
so it turned out not an hour long ferry, more like 10 minutes.
And the thing went up and off we drove. So we were early.
We had looked it up. I swear we looked it up, and somewhere it said an hour, but that was not right.
So we had a really good explore in the early hours around Yell. Nothing was open. Nothing was there. There was a gallery that, had it been open, I would have loved to go in.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. It was early. But our lovely teacher was Helen Hart of Heart of Shetland on Instagram. She's great.
HART.
Yes, and she was in full Viking garb and looked the part and was there early and welcomed some of us early birds in that had got that particular ferry. So we were there to learn tablet weaving, which is such a strange thing, but I have been really curious about it for quite a while.
Yeah, so they're the cards that she gave every student. They say Heart of Shetland on it.
There's 12 cards. They're cardboard and they've got 4 holes, 1 in each corner.
Yeah, and she has you like label the holes. So she gives you a full introduction. I did not know how she was going to work in. So this was a full day class. So it started, I want to say 9. And it was like 9 to 4. And she fed us lunch, which was amazing. She had made the lunch herself. Thank you very much.
Yes, 2 different soups and homemade bread and cake.
Yeah, all really good. And
lots
a couple
of
of cake options. And I think the cakes were maybe made by some friends, which is really delightful. But anyway, the food was good. And the class was great. So she did. She gave you the cards and you started with she told you how to warp them and an explanation of how they work. It was really fabulous.
So tablet weaving is weaving. So you have a warp and you have a weft, but then you've got these cards that the warp runs through and you turn them away or towards you. And that moves the warp up and down, but it does other things too. There's a lot of twist in it. Just amazing. So you can use it to make ribbon, thick ribbon, or maybe like this. Yeah. Look at what Maggie did. Mine is not here.
Yeah, so this was actually done with Jamieson & Smith 5-ply. That was the yarn that she had available, and we all picked our colors.
Well, it wasn't just that that's what she had available. That's what she had chosen because it's a worsted spun. It's smooth. She didn't want something that would be catchy.
Right.
So the smoothness in it. And Maggie did a phenomenal job with these 3 colors. We were to choose 3 colors, and so you had your outside, and then you had your pattern inside.
And you can see, like, she showed us, and she had a handout that we could all take home so that we could do this again.
Yeah. You don't need a loom. You tie it to a doorknob and you use your body as well.
She did have looms for us to sort of start, and it was really not less of a loom and more of like an anchor, so that as you're
your
learning,
doorknob.
You didn't have to also manage tension. You had this machine, a very simple,
This is a very ancient form of weaving because it doesn't require a lot of you know, it doesn't require an actual loom to do.
And it's really great. It was like, I don't know if you can see it all, but we'll, if not, we'll put a photo. But you move through, like, the different patterns are made just by which cards you turn and how you turn them, and then turning between turning them forward, turning them backward, turning only some of them. It was she made it quite clear, and easy to understand and very approachable. Like, I really think I could follow her instructions and do it on my own.
Yep.
I think I would definitely do this again to make like skinnier ribbons for sweaters.
Yeah.
Just a really interesting, unique.
It was fascinating.
Yeah.
I'm really glad we took that. It wasn't knitting related necessarily, but learning how to tablet weave on a remote northerly island off of Shetland.
Yeah.
By a Viking was pretty exciting.
And still, you know, fiber related, still weaving related. I like that they had classes not just for knitters. But yeah, really, really interesting, and the location just made it that much more. And Helen was absolutely fabulous.
She was, and her husband too. He was great. He fed us lunch. So I do want to mention we did have a meeting with Rachel from Fair Isle.
We did.
Rachel, just by happenstance, was also on Shetland mainland. So on the Monday, we got together at one of the guild exhibits and had cake and tea with her there, which was delicious and fun. And she brought her friend Heike, and she was delightful. Really enjoyed meeting you. And
that was there were a bunch of these, I think, community or displays of
different
Shetlanders
guilds or the guild.
Yeah, Shetlanders knitwear. So we got a bunch of photos there, and it was really fun. I think we did that on Monday, actually. We met with Rachel at St. Columba's.
Yep.
And
in a funny foreshadowing of where we'd end up.
Yes. Yes, because the Airbnb we ended up
was right across the road.
After the airport, they put us there.
Yeah.
But at St. Columba's, there, hopefully we can insert some photos. The knitwear done by the guild members was really, really stunning. Like, we went around a couple of times while we got there a little early, so we had time to look around. Some of the
amazing,
just
the lace,
really amazing,
all blocked on those big lace hat blockers. Yeah. Fine lace work.
It was really interesting too, because we saw that on Monday during the day, and then Tuesday night, some of the Shetland Ways talks included speakers were Ann Hewson, Elizabeth Johnston,
Anne Sinclair.
There you go. Donna Smith was there. Carol Christensen from the museum.
Oh, the girl that sat right on the end. She's been a.
Oh, I don't remember her name, but I'm sure we can find it.
Yeah.
She talked about her little knitted bees and stuff, and just did some beautiful work.
Oh, and the girl with the book.
Alison Rendell.
Yes.
It was really interesting to have seen some of the lace, because I remember being at St. Columba's and seeing some of the lace, and it was all Ann Hewson's lace, or a lot of Ann Hewson's lace. And then to see her there talking about it and just casually knitting lace, like it's
casually knitting lace while running a presentation on a stage.
Yeah, I'm like, that's a whole different caliber of,
and the knitting belt with the needles in there.
Yeah, knitting belts everywhere, and it was really, really fabulous. But definitely, if I were to go back again, I would probably try to make more of those, see more of those collections of their knitwear, because it was really beautiful.
Yeah, it was really good. And the lovely ladies there kept offering us tea and cake.
Yes.
Which is part of the...
And yes, please, more tea, more cake.
Yes, as part of the ambiance. It was wonderful.
Then our final class we took was Anatomy of a Hat with Margaret.
Margaret was lovely, a Shetlander through and through.
So we would bring to that class. You brought one ball, and she gave you a different color. You could bring. It occurred to me, I literally thought one ball. I saw on the paper one ball, and so I did the minimum. I brought one ball, and then I looked over.
Other colors.
All the other students too in all of the classes were really, really lovely.
Yes, we enjoyed meeting everyone.
Yes, it was really wonderful, and everybody was very enthusiastic. But it was funny because I looked around. I'm like, oh, I could have brought more colors. Yeah, that would have been fun. But I did. I had my one color. Yeah. But in many ways, that was really good, because I only had to think about, and what Margaret had you do after she talked about like the anatomy of a hat. Then really the rest of the class was you building your own hat, picking motifs for building your own hat.
And it actually was beneficial, I think, to only have the one color, because then you're not thinking about, like, we did it.
Well, especially after Terry Laura's class, now my brain is broken about selecting colors. So in many ways, it was a gift to myself that I only had the 2, and I was just thinking about motifs and stitch counts and not also color.
But it made it very clear to me that you know, they are 2 different things. You've got motifs, and then you've got color work, and you've got structure as well. So 3 different things.
So I did pick some motifs. I was pleased that I got the ribbing and my Piri motif knit. And then now I would like to get back to it, but I wanted to finish my sweater first. So
yes.
Really
it was a great class. Really enjoyed Margaret, and so those were our 3 classes and the talks we went to, and the rest of the time we were exploring the island. We went to Tesco's a couple of times. I love Tesco's. I miss Tesco's, and
Tesco's is the grocery store.
It's the supermarket, and you know, it's just fun to go there and see locals in their fair aisle.
Yeah.
Locals wear fair isle. And
coming off the ferry, I remember there was on the way home, like to get on the ferry to come home, there were some locals who would just walk on. So they must have been going between whatever they had on. Yeah, whatever they had on Yell, and headed to the nearest town there. And they were coming off, and I think they had some kind of sporting gear. I don't remember what it was.
It was probably shinty or something, the stick.
Some kind of stick. But the teen boy was wearing his Fair Isle jumper.
Yeah. Yeah, in school colors,
yeah,
no doubt.
just like, you know, casual.
Yeah. Like, I know, it's amazing.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, so we did partake of the dowry another time. We met Gudrun one evening, and we had dinner with her, and she came to the same talk, one of the talks.
I think Tuesday night maybe.
Yeah. So what else did we do? I think, you know, we spent time in Lerwick. We went to the hub. We did have a meetup. We were very short notice letting people know, so I'm sure we didn't meet everybody, but we met lots of people there, and it was really lovely. Really enjoyed it. I had stickers galore, and I forgot to give them out. Sorry about that. Anything else now?
Those are all the big highlights. Oh, we also, on our way, when we thought we were leaving on Sunday, we made our way down to Iredale
we
Farm.
saw Ronnie and Vivica.
Yeah, they invited us in. They had some people there shopping who had shown up,
so
and
funny.
they were just
there was a busload of people in their living room.
Ronnie and Vivica are so warm and friendly, and they were gracious, and they offered us tea and little jammy tarts, and they were just really, really wonderful.
Yeah, and so we got to see the farm, and we got to see his new workspace.
Yeah, we didn't do the whole tour. We didn't see the whole farm.
No, but we got to see where he
wonderful.
is, and they're quite far out. And going to Donna Smith's studio was a highlight as well on Burra.
Yeah.
There's some walks there that I would like to do if and when I go back, which I'm sure that would be in my future. Would be a return to Shetland. It was lovely, and then of course Storm Amy rolled in right like Friday. We were leaving Sunday, I think Friday and Saturday. It was really blowing a hoolie, as they say, outside at night, and I think the ferry was cancelled, and people left early, and other people stayed because they had to, and all of that stuff. So come Sunday, the storm had rolled through. Everything was fine.
I will say we were just all cozy in our Airbnb, and it was kind of interesting to just hear inside. You could really hear the gusts and the rain just kind of whipping, but we were quite cozy inside.
Oh yeah, we were snug as a bug.
Lovely little house.
It was lovely and warm, and the windows didn't, leak or anything, so that was good.
Yeah. I know we're jumping around a bit, but Donna, we saw Donna, I think we went there on Tuesday, and she's over in Burra, and it was sunny and gorgeous, and going up to her place, I remember telling her, like, you've got an amazing view.
She does.
Everywhere you look outside, it was either sheep or water, and just really gorgeous.
That's one of the things I like about those islands too, is that when you look out, you're seeing other land in the water, so it's not just looking at the sea with nothing to break up the sea. There is, beautiful landscapes everywhere, and the artwork there is amazing too, and the colors, and just the sheep everywhere. Maggie, you were like the chief photographer while we drove around. There were sheep in the road. Maggie, you sometimes had trouble seeing them for some reason. You'd be looking behind you, and
because I think think that it was so much to look at, so I would be looking over here, and then I would turn, and there'd be a sheep right there, and I'm like, well, of course I'm looking this way, and then there's something there.
They were really camera shy too. Yeah. Like as soon as we had the perfect shot,
you'd stop, I'd roll down the window to take a photo, and they'd be scampering away, and I'm like, oh my God, I just want a photo.
Yeah, it was just a fabulous time. It was very relaxed. One of the questions I've been asked over and over and over since saying we were going to go versus coming back is, how were the crowds? It did not feel crowded at all. And you know what? If you can tolerate Rhinebeck, Shetland is nothing compared to Rhinebeck.
Right.
It did not feel crowded.
It is a very different type of event.
Yeah.
Because first of all, because it's a whole week, and because there are so many things kind of scattered all over.
And more islands.
There's quite a bit in Lerwick, but there is also like some of the classes are further out. So you never get that sense of like crowd or crush. Even in the hub where there were lots of other knitters.
It wasn't ridiculous at all.
It was not. There was plenty of room and everyone was friendly, and you were never hemmed in at all.
You're wearing your hats, so when you're out in town you could spot each other because you know you're all wearing your hats. But it did not feel like the town was crushed at all either.
No.
I keep wondering, did we miss something where there's lots of crowds?
No.
It felt very relaxed. There was lots of knitters there with their significant others, and they were just enjoying the week together.
Yeah.
It was amazing. It is what you make it to. So we did, there was groups of people.
I do think because we stayed out in Waz, I like talking to Renee this weekend who went last year. She said because her and her friends stayed right in Lerwick. So she said there was a bit of like you'd go to a class and then maybe go home for dinner, and then you would walk around a little bit, maybe go to the hub.
Yeah.
So I think it's a little bit of a different feel depending on where you're staying and are you walking or are you driving.
Yeah.
So I think there are many ways to approach this event to make it something that you're comfortable with.
But I would not worry about crowds. Not at all. It felt very doable.
Because even the talks were done at the Marigold, which is a theater, and there was lots of room for everybody, and you didn't feel overwhelmed at all.
No, and of course everybody was so lovely anyway. These superstars are walking around in amongst you, the Hazel Tyndalls and various, Shetland royalty. They're there, and you can say hello.
I would have loved to have said hello to Hazel Tyndall when we were in the community center for our class, I think with Terry Laura that first day. Hazel was teaching a class in another room, and I just, you just see Hazel just casually walking around, and I didn't, I controlled myself. Because I think too, having seen any of them, we did run into Rachel Hunter, who designed this year's hat, getting fish and chips one day. We just casually,
Rachel was delightful. We were getting fish and chips for a second time at De Chippy, and Rachel pops in, and we struck up a conversation, and she was delightful. Yes.
Yeah, that was a bit of a moment for me because she had seen, I think, probably the preview video of me talking about my tassel on my hat.
Yes.
And it was a little bit surreal that the lovely, talented person who had designed the hat was familiar
tickled
with my silliness.
I know, that was really great.
Yeah, she was just really lovely. We also met her husband when we were on our way into the Marigold.
He's so proud of her.
He was just absolutely gushing and gushing.
We were in the car park or the parking lot outside going into the thing she was presenting at, and he's like, "That's my wife," and we're like, "We know." She's amazing.
And we stood there and chatted with him for a few minutes. Yeah. And when I say chatted with him, I meant we just listened to him talk about how proud he was of his wife.
Yes, it was delightful.
It was really wonderful.
Yeah,
just indicative of everybody's friendliness.
Everybody, really. Yes, I did hear quite often, and I forgot this about home, but women are ladies, and more than once we heard the Woolly Thistle ladies, and it was so cute that we were the Woolly Thistle ladies.
It was really cute.
So we had a great time.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shetland Wool Week, for hosting such an amazing event and being so welcoming, and just, it seemed to run without a hitch. It was wonderful. Yeah.
We did also have a brief just sort of chat and tea with Jackie from the Shetland Amenity. So hi, Jackie.
Hi, Jackie.
And Amy. Nice to and Amy, I couldn't remember. I feel like I'm getting increasingly worse at people's names. I'm trying to remember.
It's hard.
Yeah,
we had a great meeting with them, and I
think that is the bulk of our Shetland trip
story.
Yeah.
So
and then Rhinebeck was sort of just a bonus on top.
Well, maybe we should break away, and we haven't gone to any.
I know this is going to be the world's longest episode, and I'm
so
a little apologetic for it, but grab
not
your
overly.
tea.
Go get cake.
Cake
what? Is required for viewing this.
Yes, pause, get cake, get
Yes.
some tea.
Yeah.
I think we should actually go to a segment.
That's what I was trying to say.
Okay, well. Well, let's go see Ruth.
And Ruth's talking about fall
themed
crochet. Yeah, we'll see you on the other side.
Hello, Woolly Thistlers. Ruth back here with you again to bring you some crochet goodness. I just wanted to show you what has been on my hooks the past couple of weeks. It's finally turned kind of autumnal here in the Northeast, and I have been busy making some things for the fall. I thought I'd share with you. Most recently, I had the opportunity to do a test crochet for Jessica Schloss. She is otherwise known as J&S Threads. And every so now and then, actually pretty much every fall, she comes out with a new pumpkin idea. And I'm always kind of ready and waiting for the pattern, or actually the pattern test when it comes out. So her latest one for this fall is called the Autumn Leaves Pumpkin. I just wanted to share it with you. So this is an amigurumi, obviously. I did mine in Peace Fleece, and I did it in the Marigold color. And she has you crocheting it up in the round. Peace Fleece is our heavy worsted weight, but you can choose any weight of yarn for a pumpkin like this, and you just need to adjust your hook size either up or down. So if you're going to a lighter weight, you want to size down, obviously, and then size up if you're doing a larger weight yarn. But yeah, she has instructions on how to attach this kind of leather stem. And then this is just a little floral wire that I added to the pumpkin just to make it look, you know, it came right from the pumpkin patch. So yeah, that's one thing I wanted to share with you. Yeah, done in Peace Fleece. So that is the Autumn Leaves Pumpkin. Oh, and I used a 4.5 millimeter hook for this, for the Peace Fleece. When you're doing amigurumi, you usually need to go down a couple of hook sizes from the recommended hook size for that yarn, just so you can get a nice solid fabric, and then the stuffing doesn't show through. All right, and staying along that same vein, I was looking through my trusty book of A Year of Amigurumi Friends, and this is a book by Andrea Ferreira, and as you know, I have made the goose in here and the little chicken, which were, I think they were sometime in, yeah, they were the March feature, these guys. But for the fall, I went to the October page, and here are these guys. So this is Olivia the Owl, and this is Rusty the Raven. And then there's a little skull down here, and then also a little pumpkin over here. So who can resist making 1 or 2 or 3 of these, right? So I, of course, went to J&S again to help me out with colors. And let me show you first. These are the first 2 I got done. So this is the pumpkin. And this is the skull. And yeah, really cute. They're stuffed with, I actually save all my clippings from, you know, whatever yarn clippings from projects, and I save them up and I use them as stuffing. So let me just tell you the colors that I did here. This the white here is number 1 J&S 2-ply, and then the orange here is 125 in J&S, and then the stem is 28, the little gold stem. And of course, I used charcoal number 81 to do the little embroidery for the eyes and the nose. So yeah, really cute. And then the star of the show here is little Olivia here. And she is just the cutest. And so I use the same colors. And yeah, so you start with the head. You start making the head, and then you also do eye patches. I put safety eyes in, but of course you can embroider eyes on yours if you're giving this to a small child. And yeah, once the head is done, stuffed, and you start on the body, and then sew the two together, and then she really gives you a lot of guidance in terms of where to sew the wings on, and then the tail in the back, and then the feet in the front. So yeah, very, very well written pattern, as all of her patterns in the book are. Yeah, so highly recommended. She was really a lot of fun to make, and right down to her little ear hairs here. So yeah, and really cute decoration to put out this time of year. So yeah, that's from A Year of Amigurumi, Friends, and we do have this available in the shop right now. And then the other thing I was working on, you may recall that I was making a vest out of JC Rennie, and I kind of came on and showed it to you on a previous cast. Well, I had quite a bit of yarn left over from that vest, and so when 52 Weeks of Scrap Yarn came out, I thought that's right up my alley. I'll try to find a project in there. So I want to show you the project I chose. So this incorporates crocheting and knitting. These are some hand warmers that are designed by Jen Yard. And as you can see, there are little granny squares in there. And once you have the granny squares done, then you pick up stitches and knit up and knit down. And you can make them as scrappy as you want, or you can forego the scrappiness and just make them one color. I just think they were a lot of fun. There are a lot of bobbles in this, but don't let that put you off, because they're made with a crochet hook, and I think that is the way to go when it comes to making bobbles. I find making bobbles with a knitting needle a little too fiddly, and having a hook to help you out is really the way to go. Let me show you my mitts. I'll show you the first one. I made mine really scrappy. So this is 7 different colors of JC Rennie. And I think they're just gorgeous. Let me just turn them around for you. Obviously, you can do it any way you want, and it opens up a lot of creativity for you. Creativity opportunities. There you go. And then this is the other one. I really like it. I like it when you can combine 2 crafts together. And this really kind of hits both of those very well. Oh, I'm going to put them on for you just so you can see. I have not blocked these yet. There's 2 schools of thought. One says you don't have to block something like this, and others say you do. I feel like it makes the yarn bloom. Blocking just kind of resets the yarn a little bit. So, and it just, well, it makes the yarn bloom, and it kind of, the stitches settle in, and everything looks great. I also have some yarn ends to sew in too as well, but yeah, I thought I'd share those with you. Once again, JC Rennie we have in the shop, and comes in a whole array of colors, not just the ones that I have here. And yeah, you can, or you can just go to your stash and choose colors at random. It doesn't have to be 7. It can be 3. It can be 5. It can be any number. So yeah, so that's going to do it for me this go around, and happy crocheting, and I will see you next time.
Thank you, Ruth. I love seasonal making, and those are some great ideas. Shop news. It is still Socktober for a little bit longer.
Yes.
If you've been knitting socks this October or just every month, we do have a special treat that is coming live to the shop, available next Tuesday. I didn't write down the date.
But it's not this Tuesday, it's the one after?
Right, so this is going live on a Friday, so the coming Tuesday.
Oh, so the next Tuesday. I get confused.
We'll put the date on the
Put the
screen
date on
because
there.
we are clearly
Confused. Yeah. It's a unicorn.
It is a unicorn. Do you want to tell them what a unicorn is?
Well, a unicorn is just even more
don't know that
special
we-
than the special things we have. It's they're sort of one-offs that are hard to get hold of sometimes,
Yes.
or take a long time to make. So what do we have this time?
We have had these once before. Circus Tonic's Homeward Bound sock set.
All the way from
Australia.
yes.
And this is made with 80% Australian SRS merino. It is a special type of merino that does not require mulesing, so if that's important
Non-mulesed.
to you. Non-mulesed and 20% nylon.
Gorgeous.
These are made in New Zealand and dyed in Australia by Hannah at Circus Tonic, and they are really, really lovely.
As someone who doesn't prize softness above all else, I will say these are amazingly
They're
soft.
amazing. I think too, I look at this and for some reason all I see is a striped hat.
Oh.
So I think yes, these are suitable. You could knit socks with these, and they would make wonderful squishy soft socks, and you'd have your contrast. But there's something about my brain just sees this, and I'm like, oh, that would be an amazing hat. So I think you could also. It doesn't. If you're not a
Doesn't
sock
have to be-
knitter,
right.
don't let that limit you
Yes.
from this special yarn.
And this is New Zealand wool dyed in Australia. So beautiful, soft, and she does a beautiful dye job. So shall we go through the colors?
Sure.
I've got Seacliff.
Yeah. This one is Port Elliot.
That's my kind of color.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Then we've got
Yeah.
McLaren Vale.
Yeah, they're all named after different locations, and Hannah sent us her inspiration photos. It was really, really great. I'm sure you can find them on the website. This one is Encounter Bay. Great with that little speckly pink.
Ooh, so
cute.
lovely. And then this is Cooper Petty. What? Oh my gosh.
This one's Marie, Marree. I
So
love
these
that.
will all be available on a Tuesday coming soon. We'll put the date there.
Yeah.
This is Robe. Robe?
Yeah, that's what it says.
Robe. Well, I'm having a hard time reading the
That's,
writing.
that's okay.
Yeah.
This one is Kangaroo Island,
Oh, Kinga.
which is really nice.
This is Mount Lottie. Green and grey. Really nice combo.
And this one is Burra, which is really nice. Yeah.
Is that it?
That's it. Yeah, I had been putting it back.
Okay. Very good.
So yeah, they're really, really nice. And yeah, so coming Tuesday.
Yoo-hoo!
Be on our newsletter list too. You'll get all the details.
I believe we're doing this as a timed launch, so probably midday Eastern, so that the West Coast is awake when they go live at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gorgeous.
So,
Happy to have those
Wonderful.
again.
Yes.
Just
In time to wrap up your Socktober.
Yes.
But like I said, if you're not a sock knitter, don't let that
Deter
you
you.
don't want to miss out.
Yeah. Okay. Shall we do stitch stoppers?
Yeah, these are really cute. I love stitch stoppers. I've got like 3 sets now, and they're useful. So not only are they absolutely adorable.
Form, function, and beautiful.
Yes. To before Halloween is over, or if you're somebody who loves Halloween all the time, there's this cute little black kitty and a pumpkin. Really adorable.
Oh my gosh, Halloween bats.
I love those
Too
bats.
cute.
I love them.
They are really the cutest bats.
Cutest bats ever. We also have this little ghost carrying it's like a trick-or-treating ghost. So cute.
I have to lay claim to these little porcupines are actually hedgehogs.
I think those are hedgehogs.
Hedgehog.
Yeah.
We saw hedgehogs
We
on
did.
Shetland.
Hedgehogs in the wild. They're just out in the hedges.
Well, there's no hedges, and so they were brought over to the island
Right.
somehow, and they've done well living in the non-hedge world of Shetland.
Right.
But they're hedgehogs, like these guys.
Just
so cute.
They are. I think they're nocturnal, so you don't see them a lot, but we did see them on a walk.
Yeah, where the hedges should be.
Yeah. Cute little owls. These are just some of the new ones that we've gotten in, so there are so many more in the shop.
Socks, colorwork socks.
Yeah.
Perfect for your sock
So
knitting.
cute. And then little Christmas trees. Really, really adorable. We also have, I think they've sold out now, which is why they are not here, but I did manage to snag a set. They're otters. They're cute little otters. We can put a photo there. So you'll want to sign up for the back in stock on the otters.
Yes, and these are 100% BPA free silicone, which is nice.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what needle sizes. Oh, here we go. Fits US 2 up to US 13.
Yeah.
So very...
They're really great. And they keep your stitches from falling off. So
Yeah.
not only are they adorable, but they stay on your needles and they keep your stitches in place.
However, knitting with non-superwash woolly wool, I think
it's
the
not the
cuteness
end of-
factor is the important part.
Right. Although, I mean, like the stitches will stay if they fall off your needles with like most of our yarns.
Yes.
But if you just don't want to mess with that at all,
Yeah.
and you want a bit of cuteness, those
Just
are adorable.
add it to your order and you'll see how cute they are, for sure.
Yeah.
So we have stitch markers.
We have some new stitch marker sets. We have a Halloween set. These, I think this is the Halloween set. They are really cute. They're enamels. We may have to put a photo up because I can hold these up to you, but I think our distance from the camera is going to be quite a bit. But we have like a pumpkin, a witch hat, a cute ghost. Just really adorable. A little bat. They're really, really cute.
And we have a Christmas set in the works here.
It's a little kitty.
Oh, a
so
cute
cute.
little
So-
black cat on a pumpkin.
Yeah, so this is the Halloween set. This is a new one this year.
Yes, and then we'll have the Christmas set, which I can see is in gold, which is lovely and special. There's a package. There is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, a gingerbread man, a mitten, and a candy cane.
Yeah, they're really cute.
Yeah, so these will be
Yeah.
available
And they're
too.
like colorful and enamel. You'll see.
Yeah, they're really, really nice. So
Yeah. So
Nice.
those are new and available now.
Right. Hello. We have a set change, sort of. We're in different clothes. We probably have different models behind us.
Yeah, it's like a whole new day.
Exactly, because
Yeah.
it is. We had a lot of technical difficulties with the extraordinarily long recording that we did yesterday. So you will have seen some of it from yesterday, and now we're here to fill in what got lost.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about what you're wearing again?
So yes, because now I'm wearing something different. I did not think we were recording today, so
No.
I'm wearing a store-bought sweater.
The truth.
That I think is like old school LL Bean, thrifted. And I threw on, because I wanted to have something woolly, this wonderful Highland Thistle shawl designed by
Our friend Carolyn Holbrook.
Carolyn is absolutely wonderful. So it is knit in tuku wool fingering weight, and it has thistles all throughout and garter stitch, and it's really, really lovely. And it's a shop sample, so I don't often get to wear it.
Right.
So I'm taking the opportunity while I have it.
And doesn't it feel lovely?
It does feel lovely.
Yeah, so actually that's very apropos, because now that we're recording this on Tuesday, we had Tina of Tuku Wool here yesterday. I interviewed her, so we have a recording of that, hopefully. We had a lovely gathering of locals and Tina yesterday, so it's great that you're wearing Tuku today.
Yeah.
I'm wearing Rama Stricka Garn. This is my all seasons vest.
That sounds right.
Something like that. We'll put it there. I love this. I wear this quite a bit. It's just very plain. It was a fun knit though. Lots of shaping in the shoulders and this lovely big V-neck, but it's very easy to wear with any old thing. And I was just here to be working today,
Yeah.
not entertaining, but here we are. So
Yeah.
let's get on with the show, shall we?
I think so.
All right, where are we?
Yeah, so I think let's just jump in. The gift cowl is starting now. This is a pretty loose cowl. We do have sign up on the website, but you really decide what gift knitting you're doing, what yarns you want to use, what projects are best for the people that you're gifting to in your life.
And it doesn't have to be knitting. I think we're calling it a make-along. So, if you're sewing or if you're doing whatever, so long as you're gifting even to yourself, that counts.
Yeah.
Then join us. It's just a loosey-goosey, fun cowl to get that stuff made that you need to make for the holidays.
Yes. So whether you're knitting or crocheting, whatever you're doing, share what you're making. Share it in our Ravelry group, in our Facebook group. All of those places are really supportive communities.
Yeah.
And I love seeing what other people choose
It's
to
very
knit as gift knits.
inspirational.
It's really great, and it gives me all kinds of ideas.
Yeah.
And like Corinne said, if your gift is to yourself,
That's okay.
great.
You do you.
Let's see. Yesterday you were wearing your big sister.
Yes. One of my big sisters, she's not here.
No, she's not here
was
anymore.
Here yesterday. So I have
yesterday.
two now, and it's really the Vanilla's big sister. To clarify, she is the big sister to the original Vanilla. Very similar construction, a few differences, but the main difference is that it's on a bigger gauge, so you're getting 15 stitches per 4 inches, which is a nice big juicy sweater that you can wear in all weathers and knit quite quickly, or if you're a new sweater knitter, it's fewer stitches to get around and finish. So it's really lovely, and we saw quite a few of them at Rhinebeck because we've had several people testing it, and reports are people love it, which is really exciting. So yeah, I was wearing my yellow one, which is actually in Highland, Harrisville Designs Highland yarn, held double with Rama Plum, and the red one that was here is Rama Fivel held double with Rama Plum, and honestly they feel quite different. The Rama Fivel one is very soft and silky feeling when it's finished. The Highland is also soft, but it feels more structured and less drapey. So yeah, they have different feels. Both of them are lovely, and I can see me knitting a third. For me, it's a very quick knit, very enjoyable, don't have to think too much. I think you'll find the same too, and it's a great palette cleanser in between other sweaters. You just want to bang out a sweater, you'll do it. So
I think too, both the vanilla fluff, and now big sister, if you are new to woolly wools or non-super wash wools, I think these are great introductory sweaters. If you are somebody with sensitive skin, they look great styled with a shirt underneath, whether it's a button-down shirt or a t-shirt, a pullover, or a t-shirt. But yes, I think that those are great introductory. They're soft in a woolly soft kind of way.
And they get better with time. They soften with age and all that good stuff. So I love it.
So that big sister is still in testing, and we expect to be able to release kits sometimes in November, so stay tuned.
Also, international viewers and customers, we are releasing the pattern as well as an individual pattern, so that you can go ahead and knit it from stash or make a purchase overseas. We would love for you to join in at the very beginning. So you have your choice of getting a kit, getting the pattern and yarn, or just getting the pattern. We're just doing it. We're just going to do it.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Very excited. Sorry, I'm kicking things over here.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm so excited. So with that segue, I think taking us to November is right around the corner. Literally right around the corner.
Goodness.
And we have some fun things in store for you. Those of you who are waiting for your 12 Days of Cheer box, we're in the beginning of the packing of those. And we're very excited.
Just yesterday, I think we said we had less than 15 left. I know we now have less than 7 left, so they're going to go. So if there is any and you're interested when you see this, if there's any, I would snag it, because that's it. And there won't be any more. It's a finite
when
run.
they're sold out, they are sold out, and there will not be any more. So if there are any left in the shop and you want it, grab it now. Also coming in November, those of you who love them, selection boxes will be here.
Oh my gosh!
We've been working hard away on that, and things are starting to arrive, and it's very exciting.
We are excited about this one. It's going to be great. We love what's going in it. We think you will too. It's woolly. It's wonderful. It's the Woolly Thistle selection box. And it's the holidays, so yes, it's coming.
Do you want to tell them about those?
We'll be doing Jameson and Smith grab bags, Baker Dozen grab bags that we've done before. These are always a huge hit, and they are such a fun way to get 13 little balls of Jameson and Smith 2-ply for your colorwork library or stash. You will get colors in there that you would not have selected perhaps on your own, but that's half the point, because then you're getting colors that will be that pop of color for your knitting that you didn't know you needed until you saw it. So this is a great way to complement your stash of colors, and also hopefully we'll have cones as well, and it's a great way to knit a sweater from a cone and then do your colorwork yoke from the grab bag. So
Yeah.
lots of fun there coming.
Yeah.
What else do we have?
We also have a couple of unicorns that are going to be out and about.
We're teasing them.
Yeah, so I'm not going to tell you what they are. I'm just going to tell you that they're going to be here in the shop. So
One is brand new to us, never been here before, and we are the only US
we're the only stockist they've
ever worked with in the US or in the world.
And at this time we're just taking it as a special one-time only offer and treat, so be ready.
You're gonna love it.
Yeah, you'll definitely want to be on our email list if you are not already first, because our email subscribers will find out about it first.
Yes, and again, that will be a finite amount. We hope that if you're interested in this, which is hard to tell when you don't know, but we think you will be.
Trust me, you're going to be interested in this. So if you're not yet on our email list,
get on the
your
email list.
Yes. And in the meantime, just kind of refresh and be reading those emails in anticipation of the exciting thing coming.
That's right.
Yeah, and then I think it is our shop hours regularly. If you ever are in the area, our shop hours, if you want to stop by locally, are Wednesday and Thursday. We are open from 12 noon to 4 p.m. Friday, we are open 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And we are now open every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Yes. If you're coming a long distance, it is recommended that you give us a call just to make sure. We would hate for you to get here on a day that we're closed. And we do post the hours on the website, so if there's any changes, they should be there too. But if you're coming any distance, it just makes sense to make sure we are actually open.
Yeah.
But yes, those are our hours, and we hope to see you here. If you're local and you stop in or come to Knit Night, we love that you are, hanging out with us. We enjoy you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to show the books yet?
Sure. So we've got a couple of books here. First up is Shetland Wool Week Annual, which is from this year, of course, and this is the one that complements where we've just been in Shetland, and hopefully you got to see all our chit chat about that. I just want to point out that our ad is the back cover, which felt very special.
Yeah.
So yes, we have these in stock, which is great.
Yeah.
Really lovely. And the other book we have in stock, and now all our copies are signed by the author, by Tina. She was here last night. She signed the rest of our books. And this is such a lovely collection of designs. She had the designs here with us. And this one here got a lot of oohs and ahs.
What's the name of that one?
These are all in finish. So we will try. Not a granny. Oh, that's great. This one's not a granny. So I was worried I was going to have to.
Are they all knit?
They're all
is
knitted.
it knit or crochet?
It's knitted.
Okay.
Yeah. Very fun construction there.
Okay.
But lots of great designs. Designs by Tina and also Anna Johanna and Sasky and Co., which is our friend Wei Chen. Great designs in here from them.
Yeah.
So this is a great book, and lots of people are really, enjoying it. Put it there. Put it back, Corinne.
Okay. Also available in the shop for a limited amount of time are these Delicue bags that are branded with TWT's logo.
Purple.
We had 4 colors, but the
Blue.
pink gets sold out, and we have green.
This is so mouth-watering green. It's still limey. It's great.
Yeah, it's really, really great.
Yeah, so these are doing quite well too. So these are here as long as stocks last, which
Yes.
won't be long.
Yes, currently we don't have a restock planned. These are here for Yarnsgiving, and you'll see they have a special Yarnsgiving label on them.
Yep.
I think it's a special size Delicue bag. So
Yeah, and it's a good size.
It really is. The inside does have a zipper pocket in addition to like individual, like other bigger pockets that don't have a zipper. So really great, good size project bag.
And you can see what the heck is in there, which is always nice.
Yes.
Those mystery bags.
So when you're like me and you're like, which bag are the scissors in?
Yeah.
At least this way you'd be able to see it.
And nice snaps too.
Yeah, very
Right,
nice.
lovely.
So these are available now while supplies last.
Yes.
Newly launched this week.
And in the shop.
And available now in the shop is a new line of yarn from West Yorkshire Spinners called Morris.
Inspired by William Morris, the arts and crafts designer of old. And I think that West Yorkshire Spinners have outdone themselves. They have taken inspiration from the colors that he used in his wallpapers and artwork. and put it on yarn, which is very exciting.
Yes.
Maggie, let's talk about the actual yarn itself.
The actual yarn itself is a DK weight. It is a 50% blue-faced Leicester, 25% Massam, and 25% blue-faced Kerry Hill. DK weight.
Soft, soft, soft.
Yes.
I think this would, because of the superwash actually, this would be great for kid knits or children's, babies.
Or
It's
even
soft.
gift knits. Like if you're looking for something that feels woolly,
Yes.
like a nice, I like to give WA a sock yarn as a gift yarn because I think it feels woolly. I enjoy knitting with it, but it's also easy for the recipient to care for.
Yeah.
I think the same would be true of this. Feels woolly. I would enjoy knitting with it. Great and easy for the recipient to care for.
And we're doing a little giveaway when you purchase the yarn.
When you purchase the yarn through a kit, so these postcards come with kits, and we do have kits. I'll show you in a minute some that are pre-packed. Each kit comes with we have multiple different styles here. They're postcards, so you can have some, and they have different various William Morris prints, wallpaper prints posted on them.
So you will get one at random, but just beautiful.
Gives you an idea of the beautiful work in his collection.
And I do believe we have a blog post on the website where you can read more about William Morris.
Yeah.
But very influential designer.
So, and the postcards, this is probably not all of the designs. There are a lot of designs.
Yes.
And so, while we're launching kits, we just thought it'd be a nice extra touch.
Yeah, a little touch.
A little bit of his work.
Should we go through the colors for the nice people?
Yes.
Okay, so this is Bluebell.
Strawberry,
Marigold.
saffron,
Artichoke.
blackthorn.
Which is a blue.
Yeah, it's called blackthorn, but it's very much looks like a navy blue.
Chrysanthemum.
This is the natural or cream. Is daisy.
Just starting to show you some effortless color combos here.
This
Then
palette is one I think that you could really play with. A lot of all the colors just seem to kind of work.
Yep. Hyacinth.
Sage,
Clover.
linseed, which looks very taupey.
Orchard.
Rose,
Daffodil.
mint. I like that color.
Yew, as in the tree.
Rhubarb.
Pimpernel.
I think that's it.
Yeah, that's all of it, and it's fantastic.
So with the launch of Morris, came a whole collection of designs, done in part by Debbie Bliss. So we put kits together for all of the designs. There are 4 sweater designs. I do not have sample kits of those. We can put some photos and head to the shop. Like you'll see all of it there. There is the Arcadia hat, beret, and mitten set. So the original designer colors were 2 yellows. So we have that kit available, but we've also done some other color opportunities.
Feeling inspired.
Yeah. So
Helping
this one,
you be inspired.
This one is rhubarb and pimpernel. So with the hat and the mittens, we figured there's a nice opportunity to play with different colors there.
Yeah.
We were less bold with the sweater designs.
Okay.
So the kits are available in the original sweater designs.
Okay.
Same with this golden lily cowl. This is the kit. You get all the yarn for the cowl. You'll
Beautiful.
You'll get a TWT tote bag.
Yep.
Which I believe for the I think is a small tote, and your stitch marker and your William Morris card.
Yeah.
The
lovely.
Grafton cushion.
Look at those colors.
So pretty.
Yeah.
It's going to be really, really nice. And there is even a blanket kit. So it is for the Strawberry Thief blanket.
Yes, that's one of his most famous designs.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So you will
Gorgeous.
get all the yarn that you need. And patterns are available on Ravelry.
We are excited for this. William Morris, of course, is a great inspiration, but West Yorkshire Spinners is really doing beautiful work.
Yeah.
With very knittable, soft-feeling yarns that are from an independent mill in Yorkshire, in West Yorkshire, and doing great work that we enjoy supporting. We've supported them here from the beginning of time. Yes.
Beginning of time.
The beginning of time as in the beginning of the Woolly Thistle.
Gotcha.
They were one of the first vendors we ever had.
I think it was the first yarn you ever showed to me. It was
Oh, really?
WIS
Aw.
yarn. Yeah. I have used a lot of it since that day.
Yes, you have.
Also,
good.
a couple of other new kits that we have put together. I really need to think of another word other than also.
In addition.
we have, there you go.
Yeah.
In addition, we have put together new kits from Mountain Meadow Yarn for Andrea Mowry's DRK Everyday Sweater.
Okay. Yes.
We already have kits for the cardigan, so if you're interested in knitting that, we couldn't resist putting together kits for her pullover as well.
This is lovely.
I really like this.
This yarn looks so good.
Yeah, this color. I've been in a very brown mood, and
Yeah.
this is really nice.
It's lovely.
This is the Flint colorway from Mountain Meadow in their tweed yarn, which is a lovely marl.
And we've got the shale, which is lighter,
Yeah.
or taupe.
So
Beautiful.
these kits can be found in the shop now.
Okay.
And I think, last but definitely not least, is a new yarn from WoolDreamers.
Yes. It's lovely.
It is really lovely. It is
WoolDreamers
really
is just
woolly.
killing it. They're
Yeah.
doing such good work and single-handedly almost reviving the Spanish wool
Yes.
industry.
Yeah, the more I learn and continue to learn about WoolDreamers, the more I am happy to support the work that they are doing.
Yeah.
It is just, they have a wonderful mission, and this yarn is a big part. It seems to be a big part of their mission. I know when I interviewed them a couple years ago, I can't believe that was a couple years ago, but at the time Ramon talked about transhumanance and what that means, and this yarn is made from 100% transhumanant merino yarn.
So if you want to find out more about that, or WoolDreamers, definitely watch the interview that Maggie did. It was wonderful, and we'll link to it down below.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this then. So
Yeah.
what are we doing here? Is that a kit?
So we do have a kit. Alicia Plummer has released a new design called ROS, which is ROS.
Right
and-
out straight.
Right, yep, stands for right out straight. It is a Maynard expression for when things are just running full throttle, you are just running right out straight.
I don't know anything else. It's like that's how we roll here.
That is how we roll here. So the right out straight is a one skein kerchief, or it's not even a kerchief, it's a shawlette, or it's cute. It's really cute. We can put a picture here.
A picture will tell you everything.
A picture will tell you everything I cannot. It looks like a kerchief in the photo, which is why, but I think she has it tied in the back.
Okay.
So it looks really cute, really wearable, one skein.
Yeah.
So we do have kits for that.
Ooh, you get a bag.
You get a bag, you get a stitch marker, and you get a beautiful skein of this yarn.
Right. Lovely.
This yarn is called 90 Baris. I don't know if we said that up until this moment. So it's called 90 Baris. It is a fingering weight, 50-gram skein.
Yeah.
It is woolen spun, like all that WoolDreamers do.
Yes, it's got a spongy, dry feeling to
Yeah.
it. You know, it comes from Spain. You can sort of imagine that.
Yes.
And their artwork is always so good. And this particular label wraps right around.
Right.
Okay, so this color here is anthracite.
This one's called Cloud.
A matte, very sort of dark periwinkle, purpley.
This one's called Mist. I'm going to hold it up next to Cloud,
Yeah.
just so that you can see, because they are slightly
So
different.
mist and cloud.
Yeah.
We have honey. Lovely honey.
Cream.
Pretty color. Sea.
Sahara.
Rust.
And this one's Ocean. If you want to see Ocean next
Oh.
to Amat, just to give you an idea, I think
Yeah.
that's helpful.
Yeah. Forest. Nice lovely green.
Sky.
Oh, we had sky and sea. Okay. Rose. Sorry.
No, that's okay. And this one's Wine.
And this gray is
On the bottom.
stone.
And this one, last but not least, is Terra. And there is, I just have such a lovely little natural gradient.
Yes, and if you want to top it off with a nice anthracite.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are really quite beautiful in the hand, and I'm sure would be lovely to knit with and enjoy. They're 50-gram skeins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect for color work.
Yep.
I think this would be very easy to wear next to skin.
Yep.
It's just a really beautiful yarn. Yeah. And then last but not least is their sauna yarn. This is their special limited edition colorway. It is called Sevens. And it finally arrived here. There were lost boxes, and customs is a journey.
Even more so, yes.
Even more so. So this beautiful yarn, if you love sauna, is 50% cotton, 50% wool. Just really,
And this was
really
a special colorway they came out with.
Yeah.
And so it's obviously green, but there's beautiful flecks of blue and some yellow and cream.
Yeah, it's really,
so
really
lots
nice.
going on in there. Really nice.
So,
yeah, fantastic. Yeah, we'll take that. All right, Maggie, what's next?
Oh, blankets.
We have blankets. So
We have blankets. I'm sorry.
that's okay. We have blankets, which is the season for blankets of cozying up on the couch or under your covers on the bed. So we have brought in more Studio Donegal blankets. We had these last year. They did really great. I think we had them the year before. So a bit of a tradition here. We have more for you. We know you love them, and these are handmade on hand-propelled machines, I think.
Yeah, they're like machine assisted, but it is somebody sitting there and weaving.
Yes, it's not automated.
Yeah.
What color is this?
This one is
I have this one.
Citrus Rainbow.
Citrus Rainbow. Just gorgeous. Hopefully you get an idea. Lovely fringes on them. They fit the top, say, of a king-size bed. It would sit just inside the margins of a king-size, so a good size for a queen, I would say,
Yeah.
too.
And if you're using it on your sofa, very good size, ample throw.
Yes.
This one is, I really like this
They're
one.
different, yeah.
This is an undulating twill, which I'm going to hold that up. Hopefully you can see the actual twill. Oh yeah, I think you can see the twill
And
there.
it's buttercup is the
Yeah,
color with
this
a
one
nice
is-
grey fringe.
Yes.
Very stylish.
Yes.
Really
My living
nice.
room is all blue. I like blue.
Yeah.
This would be a really nice pop
Pop.
of color.
Yeah.
So yellow goes with everything.
Yep. They are rustic to the hand, so they're not super, super soft, but they are really cozy to get under.
Yeah.
And
And I
enjoy.
think like much of the
And
yarn we
warm.
have here, this will get better with time.
Yep.
The more you use it, the more you throw it in the car and take it to the football game or take it on a picnic.
Right.
It is just going to
Last and get better. And it's
Yes.
going to take abuse, I think.
yes.
If my cats are anything to go by, they love it.
Yes. If you really love your kitty, this is a great
Yes,
gift
they
for
will
your
love
kitty.
you. That's right.
Yes.
What others do you have?
Here,
Ooh.
this one. This is, let me see, I have it here. Multi-check.
Okay.
Multi-check stripe.
So this is a darker
Yeah.
palette, but you can see that it's got nice crisscrosses, greens, blues,
Yes.
oranges, reds.
Yes,
maybe.
this one looks very traditional to me.
Yeah.
I could picture this being in like a gentleman's study.
Yeah, yeah. Over a chair
Yeah,
in the office. Yeah.
for sure.
Oh yes, I love this
I like
one.
this one.
Yeah.
This one is, it's the pastel sampler.
Right, and so it's very neutral, but it's got a green
Yeah, a little bit of
tone.
green.
I have this on my couch as well, and we love it. It's very soft.
Very nice.
Yes.
Last but not least.
This is lovely too. We showed some others when the team were doing this one, so we're showing the other
Yeah,
ones.
so this isn't all of them, so if you want to see the full collection, head to the shop. This one is Mediterranean Sea.
And it's beautiful. Other than the undulating twill, all of these are just a straightforward
Yeah.
up and down weave with the
Really
colors
nice.
adding the visual interest.
Yeah.
They do feel nice, don't they?
They do.
Yeah.
They feel really, really nice.
And they're so warm. They're so warm. They trap all that air
Yes.
in them and keep you toasty. So we've got these. Do we have anything else? I think that's everything.
Morris Woolly.
We did change what the ladies are wearing behind us. So if anybody's curious, this is the Billy cardigan by Sari Norland. and I knitted mine in Rich Rosaria Brusca, which is a lovely rustic yarn and does cables like nobody's business. I wore this to a Wool and Affair in case, at the risk of repeating myself, I wore this to a Wool and Affair on Friday at Rhinebeck, and I got to meet Sari Norland wearing it. That was a fun fangirl moment.
Yep.
And then we've shown this before. This is Tuku Fingering Weight, and it's Joji Locatelli's Samal.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got Marie Wallen's Whitby sweater in her Aran weight yarn, and that is a special design only available here at the Woolly Thistle. She designed it for us. Thank you, Marie. And we absolutely love it. So we do have those in stock.
Kits
right
are
now.
Currently in stock. They will not last long.
No.
So if this is something on your
Bucket list.
yes, if this is on your Christmas wish list,
Yes.
now is a good time to tell that loved one to get it or to grab it yourself.
Because we probably won't have it in time.
yeah.
back
There's no
again.
guarantees.
No. Talking of November and gifts and things, we didn't mention that we will have a gift guide going up on October 31st, which is the Friday before November, Halloween. Our gift guide will be live then, and you
Nice.
can check that out. Definitely share it with your loved ones so that you get something on your good girl, good guy Christmas list that you want. Help them help you, and we do our best to help you help them help you. Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
I think all we have is one more winner. Look at us remembering.
And we have to go to
Rachel.
Rachel.
So before we head off to Rachel, our second winner today of a $25 gift card to the Woolly Thistle is at Karen J. Cardoza. Karen says, nice job filling in. Love the behind the scenes content. Thank you so much, Karen. Our team did a great job.
Yep.
If you can email us at info@thewoollythistle.com, put prize winner in all caps in the subject line, and we will get you your $25 gift card.
Yeah, and if you want to be in the running next time, all you need to do is leave us a comment down below, give us a thumbs up, and subscribe to our channel, and you too will be in the running. Yeah.
That's it.
Are we done?
I think we did it.
Oh my gosh. Well, we do hope you've enjoyed this Frankenstein effort of a Shopcast. We loved watching the team do their show last time, and thank you for being such wonderful viewers and leaving lots of comments. They were tickled pink by them, and we need to get them to do that again sometime. But in the meantime, let's go off to Rachel, and I think all that's left to say, Maggie, is if you go out,
Take your knitting.
bye.
Hello friends, it's Rachel from Barkland Croft here in Fair Isle, and here's Mr. Sage saying a big hello to you all as well. Despite all of the good weather that we've been having throughout September, you can see here with the boys that the sheep are really starting to grow back their winter coats in readiness for the bad weather to come. There we've got Tiny Lamb on the left. That's Lancelot behind him and Percival to the right. Having a good head scratch there. The boys are all waiting for their breakfast. There's Teeny Tiny, this white one. And what beautiful sunrises we've been experiencing throughout the month. The good weather has meant lots of outdoor drying days, which has been super. And I'd put the dog's duvet that they have over the sofa over the line to air it, but it blew off, and Ginge decided to make a nice cosy bed for himself on it. Hello, Sylvia. Meg and I took a rather blustery walk down to the pier to meet my friend Greg, who was coming in so that he can look after the animals and I get to go away for a short while. And you can just make out the Good Shepherd there, our ferry, bringing him in. So we're down on the pier now. That's the boat coming in with Greg. Meg's saying, I can't see him, I can't see him. I think she's finally realised where he is. Here he comes. Meg will be happy. He's her favourite person. Meg's been enjoying cuddles and Nieva's been enjoying catching up on the rugby with Greg. We had our annual harvest festival, and here you can see the altar in the chapel is laden with lots of wonderful treats, ranging from homemade gifts, produce from the garden, baking, jams, curds, all sorts of lovely treats. And each year these are, or a lot of these are put on display here in the chapel, and then later in the afternoon they'll be taken over to the hall to go on the sales table where people can buy them. And just look at those beautiful sweet peas. So here we are later on at the hall, and you can see the array of items that have been donated for the sales table. And the afternoon normally starts, we have teas and coffees and home bakes, and people get to sit and chat, and then we have a raffle, and I'll talk more about that in a minute. And then after the raffle there are normally games played, and the sale table opens for people to buy any of these items. And then all the money raised from donations throughout the day, from the sales table, from the raffle sales, that gets added up. And this year, well, I think every year, it's donated to a children's charity in India, but also this year was donated to one of the Gaza appeals as well. And amazingly this year we raised, I think it was just over £1,100. So well done everybody. And this is the raffle prizes table. And I didn't win anything this year. I don't think I've ever won anything, but it's nice to take part. And these are some of the beautiful things that people have made or donated. And I must just say a very big hello to Barbara, who was a lovely lady and a fellow Woolly Thistle fan, who came all the way to Fair Isle from Australia. It was her trip of a lifetime, and she was meant to be here for a few days before heading over to Shetland and going to the opening ceremony of Wool Week, but unfortunately the weather had other plans, and she was stranded here for a few days, and so very sadly missed the opening ceremony. But I hope Fair Isle gave her lots of happy memories. The following morning it was a bright and early start, as this was the day that Nieva and I and Ruffalo the cat headed out to Shetland for a short break. Yeah, we're going. And whilst Ruffalo had to go in the hold in her cat carrier, there was a lot of luggage going out on this flight, so they decided that Nieva's crate was going to be a bit too big, so we collapsed her crate and for the first time in 10 years she was able to sit on the seat with me as we flew out. So I think she quite enjoyed it, and you can see that's us taking off. Yeah, we're having a good look. A little bit unsure. But there we go, that's looking over to the west and the south of the Isle. That's the school and the hall. Looking down to the kirk, the lighthouse. And here we're just coming over the east cliffs, and you can just about see this bit we're flying over now. That's the back of Sheep Rock. But we're so lucky with the weather this day, and I was so happy that we were able to fly out on the plane as planned. And one of the reasons for that was that I'd arranged to meet up with Corinne and Maggie, and it was such a wonderful treat to be able to meet up with them in person. I think it's been 7-8 years since I saw Corinne, met her for the first time, and it was great to meet Maggie finally. And the other lady in this photo is my friend Heike, who is from Germany, and she's visited Fair Isle on quite a few occasions, and she's a super knitter as well. But this year she was back at Wool Week and she was actually teaching a class, and she does incredible sort of tailoring and shaping of items within Fair Isle patterns. So I'll put her social media handle just here in case you want to check her out and find out a bit more about her. Then it was into the camper van and a 6-hour ferry crossing down to Orkney where we were staying. We met some friendly sheep. They all wanted to come and say hello. I think they thought that I'd maybe brought them their breakfast or something. One of the favourite places I visited was the Tomb of the Eagles, which I've wanted to visit for years, but it's been closed. Well, finally this year it opened again, and here you can see the site, but you have to get in on a trolley. So here's me laying on the trolley and pulling myself into the tomb. So I thought you might find this entertaining to watch. Definitely one of the highlights of our trip to Orkney. Nieva got lucky again on our journey home and got to fly in the cabin with me. But it was lovely to get home and see all the sheep coming to meet me. Here's all of the boys coming. There's my good boys. And despite Storm Amy, which put in a brief appearance, we really have had some super weather, and just look at it today. Sage, Tiny Lamb, there's Roly,
Hey,
Maple,
hello, where's Munchie?
Fuzzy Felt, Percival, Marble, Peanut. Bye for now, and we'll see you all again next month. Bye bye.